What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Vidiots.
I thought you were going to call him baby. What's a baby?
So today...
Hey, babies, we were in the red there. Ooh,
Yeah,
baby.
So today...
Baby.
Oh my gosh. Today...
On the video.
We are going to take a little time and talk about a movie that just came
special
out.
that we've been waiting 10
Feels
or
like
6
forever.
years, depending on how you look at it.
Oh my gosh. Chris, what are we talking about today?
The Infinity Wars.
Wars?
The Infinity Wars.
Whoa. Whoa.
Wow.
So, just as a disclaimer...
Because...
hold on. Just as a disclaimer, and I'll put this in the
spoiler
description
alert, right?
and in the title, so nobody,
They
can
all
say
see
we didn't
this.
tell you.
Spoilers!
Spoilers will be said. Spoilers will be
Constantly
had.
spoiling everything.
So just if you don't want to hear spoilers, if you haven't seen it, then just tune out now. Turn off the video.
Why did you click
Subscribe
this video?
first. Subscribe first, and then turn off the video. But
You want to know. You want to know.
let's hop right into this. So let's just get our overall impressions first. So overall impressions of Avengers: Infinity War.
Are we going one by one?
Yep, Chris, you start.
It was the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. It probably ties with Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
I didn't think anything, would ever
The
top.
original or the Hobbits?
We're Lord of the Rings, not the Hobbit. I didn't think anything would ever top that or really come close to it. But Infinity War pretty much blew away my expectations. I mean, I've been waiting for it for 6 years since they showed Thanos at the end of Avengers, because I knew where they were going with that. Oh, jeez. Anyway,
So what is that?
that's not a stink bug. That's a fly.
That's a big
Oh God, here we go. Anyway, Thanos has always been my favorite Marvel villain, so I've been waiting a long time for this. It's quite different than the comic, Infinity Gauntlet, but we can get into that then.
Did you finish
But
the
it wasn't-
comics before you went to go?
I read them multiple times.
well, I
before.
haven't,
I read it
so-
before those movies even started.
Oh, I'm
I've
about
been reading
to
comics
talk.
since 2000. So I've, knew a lot about the storyline,
Okay.
but it veered very far from it. But we'll talk about that then. Go ahead, you're next.
I had so many feels with this movie. No. Like, you don't understand. Like, I went into this movie completely blind. Like, I had watched all the Marvel movies prior. I haven't really read any of the comics, so I didn't know what to expect.
Oh, okay.
I had seen reference of Thanos in a couple of the Marvel movies prior, but didn't really pay a whole lot of attention because I didn't understand his role. I just knew he was
the big bad,
the big
behind
bad
the
purple
shadows.
meanie. And I'm just like, okay, like what's the big
his
deal about this guy? Like, why is everybody so hyped up about Thanos? And then, like, the couple days prior to watching the film, I had a coworker come up to me and he's just like, "Did you see it yet? Did you see it?" I'm like, no, don't ruin it for me.
Right? Well, how did he see it?
We watched it
Well,
on
it was
night.
no, okay, no. He went Thursday night.
Thursday.
Sorry.
Oh,
Okay, so
Thursday.
he went
Geez.
Thursday night midnight,
Okay.
and he's like, "Did you see it? Or did you go to see it?" I'm like, "No." He goes, "Everybody dies. Nobody dies. What?" And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Don't spoil anything." I'm like, I don't know what to do.
Spoiled it for you.
Oh, he said everybody dies, but nobody dies. It was confusing. He didn't really say
Should have
anything
said anything
specific.
at all.
Well, I mean, you don't know.
Fool, whoever you are.
People were spoiling all over the internet. That
Well,
Deadpool
I
makes
stayed
a
off.
cameo
No,
in
I
Batman.
stayed off of all
Yeah, that's
social
right.
media
Spoiler alert there.
for like
No.
the
It's
the
hard to
days leading
stay
up
away.
You
I
know,
know
it's
I
funny.
saw one thing on Yahoo and I like.
It's funny because I was actually on
Exit out.
Twitter the whole day. Well, not the whole day, but I was on Twitter on and off on Friday, and I saw nothing. The people that did
Really?
post about Infinity War were so like tight-lipped that because they respected that they didn't want to spoil
Well,
it
Yahoo
for
doesn't.
anybody.
Yahoo doesn't.
Who uses Yahoo?
That's
Yeah,
my
I know.
homepage where I get my news instantly as soon as I log on to my computer.
Huh.
Who cares
But the
about
problem
news?
with that is sometimes I got spoilers on there, the
No.
idiots.
Yeah. No. So like first 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, it starts off. I mean, this movie doesn't let up.
Okay, disclaimer, TMI, whatever.
We didn't you didn't get your impressions yet.
No.
I didn't. Hold on, let's get my...
No, I'm not going to say any specifics
Okay.
yet. Just the disclaimer that I was PMSing super hard, so I was already super emotional.
Oh,
okay?
Really?
Oh my gosh.
Fair enough.
What?
You guys have no idea what it's
Okay.
like being a woman and being into these movies.
Anyway, so my quick impressions. I wasn't quite sure what exactly to expect because there was the rumors
I
that
it did, but
there was rumors that it was going to end like with no cliffhangers, and then there was those kind of stuff, and I'm just like, okay, well, how's this going to go?
Marvel.
Yeah,
Sean, it's Marvel.
But it's Marvel, but at the same time, it doesn't end, and we'll get to that. It doesn't end like a normal Marvel movie.
It doesn't end like a normal movie.
That too. Yeah, no, it doesn't.
At all.
No, it doesn't, and we'll get into that. But I really enjoyed it. I'm still kind of going through my mind to see where it places as far as the Marvel movies go. It's definitely high up there for me, but
yeah,
I really enjoyed it, and lots of feels.
I thoroughly enjoyed it, but I feel like I have to watch it another 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 times in order to get.
Now
I'd like to see it in 3D.
Now there's this one guy on Twitter that did say that he feels Infinity War is going to be one of those movies that, as you watch it more, it loses its impact, and I can kind of see that because
movies like that.
Yeah. However, another guy on Twitter, he actually went and saw it a second time, and he said it was actually better the second time.
See, I feel like I would agree with the second guy's statement because it doesn't matter what movie. Like, I have a videographic memory, so I remember a lot. But no matter how many times I see a film, I almost always catch something. If you really like, you must always catch something that you missed the time before. Yeah. If you're paying attention.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, I really enjoyed it, and we'll get into some specifics here. So how do we want to do this? Just random stuff, or just kind of go from the start of the movie and hit what the biggest points as we go by?
Well, like I said, the movie starts off, which is what I figured out how it was going to start.
You mentioned it the podcast.
The beginning is going to be yeah, but I didn't realize they weren't going to show him getting the stone from Xandar. Kind of disappointed there. You already had it. You don't see it. You don't see it happening. That'd be a good prologue.
From Guardians?
Yeah.
Okay.
He already has it. So he took it.
Yeah. Which means a lot of those people might be dead.
Yeah. He kills half of everything.
Oh, no, not Cruella de Vil.
Yeah, she must be dead. So we don't even see that.
No, we don't. You're right. I didn't even think about that.
Like I said, that'd be a good prologue comic, but that's not what they did.
It just opens up and basically... Now, here's something I was disappointed about. There was no mention whatsoever of Krog.
Yeah.
Or,
Korg,
whatever.
Korg
or Valkyrie.
Yeah, they weren't in it.
From Ragnarok.
We don't know.
Someone actually asked them on Twitter, the actors, and the girl that plays Valkyrie just commented saying, they were at the bar? Question mark.
That's what
Thor says at one point during the movie that half of his people were killed.
Right.
I thought about that throughout the whole, that whole film. Like when he was talking to, and we'll get into that, but he's having a conversation, and he's just like, half my people were slaughtered, and
So which means there is still more people.
Dead, yada yada yada. Spoiler.
It didn't look like anyone else was alive on that scene.
I know.
Well, and that's kind of what
unless there was like an escape pod.
We don't know what happened. There's a lot that happened before that scene that we don't even know about.
Yeah.
It is Korg.
No, Korg.
So who knows what happened? There's a whole prologue there that we don't even know about.
Yeah.
Director's cut.
Now,
yeah, right.
You kind of mentioned the fact of Loki. You kind of hinted at that before.
What?
And I kind of saw it coming, but at the same time, I didn't want it to happen.
I know. I knew it was going to come, between your hints and Lillian's hints, because she's, like you, she's read all the books and the comics and whatnot. But, she's just going to call him crap out like that, and I hate her for it. But, there was that indication that he was going to go. I just wasn't expecting it in the first 5 minutes.
Or how. As soon as I saw him get that blade behind him, I'm like,
hold on, pause the movie, please pause the movie, because I just need to process this right now. What?
The whole theater was just like, no.
And it kind of sets up what this movie's going to be.
Yeah.
That brutal death.
And I will
I
say
was not
this.
prepared for it.
You know,
I think Loki is one, and we'll get into this as we go, one of the only 3 people I think that are going to stay dead.
See, and that broke my heart because he has.
I really did like Loki.
He's played
but
dead a couple of times before,
Yeah,
and you're
but
just like, okay,
that's why
like
he said no resume.
I'm waiting for his.
corpse.
Well, not the corpse, but like I guess it would be like waiting for his corpse to kind of like fade off as like his real self is like lurking off into an escape pod, and you see him like halfway throughout the movie or whatever. But oops, I wasn't expecting that brutality first thing in the movie, and like his eyes is what got me. They were like so bloodshot from being squeezed to death like a little frog.
Yeah.
Well. So yeah, that and we read it prior that they stated that the first 5 minutes are gonna get you.
See, I didn't get any of that. Like
there was no context. It just said like fans better prepare for the first 5 minutes of the movie.
I knew what that was gonna be.
And,
I think I need therapy.
I kind of figured somebody was gonna die. I just wasn't sure who. And then as soon as it opened, I'm like, I think I know who's it gonna be.
Didn't that ship blow up?
Yeah.
I know.
Where's the other Asgardians then?
I'm assuming like the whole escape pod thing, and then what's he called? Heimdall. He died.
Yeah, that was sad.
I
I don't know. I was still like Loki.
But he played the important part.
Then
He shot Hulk off.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Poor Hulk.
I know this whole movie with Hulk.
I think I was kind of disappointed that we didn't see Hulk. But there's a kind of a reason. I think he didn't want to come out because he was scared.
Yeah,
right.
That's exactly what Justin said.
Yeah.
If he was like he's the child Hulk version, he doesn't want to come out.
Yeah, he just. Oh, I wouldn't blame him. He's
no.
What do you mean no?
I did think that was the whole interaction between those two.
I was about to say that was more for me like a Jekyll and Hyde than.
Well, that's the way it's always been.
Has it?
Okay. Yeah.
Because I don't really remember, even in watching movies in the past of the Hulk, of him like talking to himself like that. Banner referencing
Sometimes they
Hulk,
talk inside their head.
I've seen that, or like he'll be like, Hulk, you need to like calm down or
the
whatever.
The Hulk movies that we've seen have been one-offs. This is correct me if I'm wrong.
I'm even referring to like the original series.
The TV show.
Yeah,
that was
just saying, like
they didn't really follow.
I think the MCU, correct me if I'm wrong, Chris, is probably the longest that we've had a Hulk, like consistent Hulk. Yeah. Well, minus the first movie. Minus the first movie, but a consistent Hulk that we can actually see that transformation from him,
Yeah. Right.
But even so, like I wasn't.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for Loki to die, but I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
I know. I was like, I was tense the whole movie, man.
There was a lot going on in the movie, like almost
crazy.
There was like hardly ever downtime in that movie.
No, there really wasn't.
It was Thanos.
Yeah,
focusing on Thanos.
And there was one time with Vision and Scarlet. There was a downtime.
Ended pretty abruptly. Blade to the chest out of nowhere. Oh my god.
That whole thing was interesting. That she could destroy his.
She's powerful than you think. She wiped out almost.
Well, not in this universe.
Powers on the whole planet.
Not in this universe. You know what I'm gonna say.
She's a little depowered in this universe, I think. I was surprised by how much the Guardians played a role in it. They played a huge role, especially Gamora.
They did.
It was real. I didn't see that coming at all.
I like the Guardians.
I'm kind of glad. I was about to say I'm kind of glad.
They stole every scene they were kind of in.
Yeah.
They were hilarious, just as funny as the movies, just as funny.
Yeah, I will say probably the best characters in this, as far as like comical and or Star-Lord and Ant-Man, Spider-Man. I think those two.
Didn't do much. Like
he didn't do much, but some of his lines
his roles were pretty memorable. Like his lines were
like there was a lot of he didn't say much, but I love when he's in the school bus when he first knows and he tells his friend to create a distraction.
We're all gonna die.
Yeah, and
I was
like
Ned. I was glad that Ned, no appearance there. And Stan Lee is what you never seen Aliens?
You never seen that? That was
as soon as he appeared, the whole theater clapped. It was fantastic.
Stan Lee, we had claps twice, which I never hear
Twice?
people clap in movies. That's rare.
Really?
I think we
Never.
had a clap when Captain America showed
Captain
up.
America
Yeah.
showed up and when Thor showed up again at the end.
At the
when we
end?
got- after
Oh,
we got
okay.
the axe.
I feel like there's been
There
a
was
couple of
clapping.
movies.
By the
that
way,
I don't
been
remember.
clapping.
I forget that guy's name, but the midget playing a midget giant. was
Yeah,
hilarious.
that's,
That was great.
Peter Dinklage.
Peter,
Yes.
that's it.
That was weird.
I heard he was in it. I just wasn't sure who.
See,
And
I
as soon as
didn't
I
even
saw
get it,
him and
but, like,
that, I'm like,
I was
that's
going to say,
great.
I see him appear and I'm just like, oh look, it's a giant midget.
It's a
That's-
giant
That's like
midget.
jumbo shrimp.
Yeah.
It's a total oxymoron.
It kind of works in a weird way.
It does. It does.
I will say character interactions in this movie were perfect.
Oh yeah,
Oh my gosh.
I love the way everybody
The
interacted
way,
with each other.
oh,
Yeah.
just
Are you deepening your voice?
yeah,
that was great.
stuff.
No,
Oh
this
my
is my
god,
actual
it was
voice.
brilliant. All of it
That was great.
just freaking Doctor Strange. He's so awesome in this movie.
I
All the stuff he does,
See,
like.
I really liked the Doctor Strange movie
Yeah.
to begin with. Like Sean's like, it's not my favorite. You know, I didn't really care for it.
There's
Like,
a
I
lot
could
more.
totally
There is a lot
rewatch
you
it.
can do with that character. A lot.
Mhm.
And they really tapped into it in this movie.
Well,
I always said Doctor Strange is very, very
when
important.
Doctor Strange and Thanos fought each other, that was
Oh,
kind of
that
cool.
that
That
whole
was
scene
Bubbles though.
when they were fighting him on Titan was freaking amazing. I
Yeah.
was like jaw dropping.
And now everybody on the internet's like, it's all Star
It
Lord's
is.
fault.
That idiot.
I don't.
He
but
ruined everything. They were getting that gauntlet was almost off.
I can understand why
Not
though.
gonna lie
right.
though,
It
that
makes
probably
complete
would have
sense.
been.
Yeah.
People are complaining about it, but you think about it.
It's not
Star
one of
Lord's
the.
not exactly the most stable mental guy.
Yeah.
He got mad at his father when his father said, and he, he was on transmission and whoa,
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing.
I'm sorry.
Plus Gamora.
What?
I mean,
it makes sense.
it's one of those where it is his fault, but at the same time, you can understand why it happened.
But maybe it was
the way
supposed
it
to
did.
happen. Maybe it was Doctor Strange saw that and his good.
Yeah. And jumping ahead a little bit, I think Justin might have said this or something. The reason, because part right through the movie, Doctor Strange says, he will not hesitate to let Spider-Man and Iron Man die. Changes his mind, and I think it's because he sees that one opening and
Tony
it
has
thinks,
to
yeah,
live.
yeah.
Tony has to live.
I didn't
Because
catch that
why?
until a little
Because I have a
afterwards.
theory as a lie for the next movie. But we can talk about that.
Now, I was expecting Iron Man or Captain America, and I thought it was going to be Iron Man as soon as
I
he got
didn't
stabbed.
think any of
but-
them was going to die this movie. I didn't
Okay.
think.
You didn't think what?
No, I didn't think either one of them was going to die this one.
Okay.
I figured they saved that for war. For the last one.
Okay.
Well, they certainly killed enough off.
I know.
Well,
that's
that-
what's the
Well,
most
okay, before we get to
surprising
that, so they killed off Loki,
thing.
and then they killed off Gamora. Because
Okay, I
we're
wasn't
just
expecting
getting
because
into
I
that?
actually had to
Okay,
step
yeah.
out of the
Gamora's
theater.
death was.
that whole
Oh.
scene there, finally,
How about,
Red Skull.
well, how about that? I wasn't expecting that at all. I'm like, oh
I
my
didn't.
gosh. this
Like,
is
as
so
soon as he
freaking
showed
cool.
up, no,
That's so
I'll let you tell your
comic-y.
thing. As soon as he showed up, everybody in the audience was like, what?
It was like.
And of course, that was like
what?
the one scene where like I
Yeah.
wasn't feeling it. I had to step out of the theater, and when I came
Why?
back, like my stomach was acting
Oh.
up,
And
and
yeah, she.
it's like I come in and Sean's just like, look for the guy in the cape. I'm like,
And
what
then
cape?
and then they didn't
it
show him again.
and I'm just like, what happened?
I was
I'm
like, it was
Yeah,
Red
you
Skull,
couldn't-
and
you
it's
couldn't
like-
leave the theater in this movie. You
I
missed
didn't
so
want
much.
to.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But
But
you
But I
know,
was not.
it's,
It's not Hugo Weaving though. They changed the actor.
well, regardless of the fact, it was still
But it
Red
looks
Skull,
kinda
and it
just like
shows what happened to him pretty much
I
after.
know. I
Captain
couldn't
America.
believe it.
Okay, so fill me in because like I missed that part.
There really
What
isn't
happened?
much. He
Yeah.
doesn't. He just says that he
He
was
just said that he was
trapped
he
there,
was
basically,
transported there by the gem.
by the Soul Stone
By this
or whatever.
He
What
didn't
was
have
it?
the souls. He had the blue one. He had the cube.
The Tesseract. He was
Because
chased.
he
Whatever
I
happened to
can't
him at the
remember
end
what
of
he
Captain
said. I
America?
was
He
just
like
too
got
shocked.
transported or something at the end of Captain America. He didn't die.
His body
And-
sort of like went.
Yeah, and he
He thought
ended
he was
up
dead,
in this
but-
place.
Which is so comic booky.
Was it
That
Heimdall?
is. Huh? No, he said the gem transporter. The soul gem.
Yeah, so it's
He's like the custodian of the.
yeah,
Of that
and I mean
place.
like you missed it, but basically Thanos
That's
had
none
to,
of that is that whole soul stone stuff. That's all. That's not that from the comic.
No, okay.
That you have to trade a soul.
I
for
mean,
a
I
soul
think it
gem.
makes sense.
I thought it was really cool.
The fact
I
that
thought
Gamora was
really-
like,
That was something.
she's
else.
like, oh yeah, you're not, you
You
don't
don't
care
love
about
him,
anybody,
yeah.
and then she realizes that he does, and she's like,
Yeah.
oh crap.
that was quite a scene.
And- I felt sorry for her, man, because she just.
Yeah, I know.
She's the second one I think is gonna stay dead.
No, Jack's not. We're doing Guardian 3.
They could do another Guardian.
I don't think she'll stay dead.
I think she will. Although there are some arguments, and this is, well, who cares about spoilers? We've been spoiling it. That at the very end, you see her as a child again, and some people think that that's actually her because, that's
what that was.
Soul Stone thing.
Inside the Soul Stone. Someone else said the same thing because in the comic book, inside the Soul Stone, people's souls go in there. So they're saying that everyone that died is inside the Soul Stone. They have to try to break their way out of the realm of the dead. That's what someone said.
Like totally Hercules.
Yeah, that's actually kind of cool. I thought, if they do that, that'd be really neat.
Well, some people were saying, this is getting later, that they think it's going to be Ant-Man who is going to have to, shrink down to quantum realm, and that's where everybody is, or something like that.
I don't know, but we can get to that then.
So what else is the big thing besides the ending? Because we'll get to that on its own thing. What happened before that ending? Anything else you want to talk about? Fight scenes were all good. I mean,
that's the Titan stuff when they were fighting.
Yeah,
that stuff was just incredible. Doctor Strange doing all this stuff, and he splits up into like a million of them, and Thanos uses the Soul Stone to find out which one it really is.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god,
that was cool. Really cool. I still it was comical, but Bubbles why did everything in the bubbles?
It's kind of like a. I don't know. I think he's torn.
That whole scene there, where they go to the collector.
Yeah, it's
okay. I was supposed to say.
I know. I was like, wait a minute.
It's collector wasn't even really the collector.
Yeah. Collector wasn't even the collector, and then Drax turns into this
I saw
weird
that.
cubey distorted thing.
And then he goes. And then he waves by, and I'm like...
I thought they were dead too, Drax.
Oh my gosh, I thought they were dead.
I did too. I was really like, so they did kill him, and then Mantis...
Because in the comic book, when he does stuff like that, they stay like that.
Mm.
And this, it kind of went back when he left. Or maybe he purposely put him back. I don't know. I guess that's possible.
Yeah, maybe. But the whole thing is about the shooter, and he actually does.
And he does.
Bubbles.
Yeah.
So...
Of course he wasn't going to allow it. And I knew at the end he was going to use a time gem to reverse the mind.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I was so angry!
I knew that was
angry!
Although I have to laugh when Thor, shoved him in the chest with the axe. And he was like, you should have aimed for the head. And I'm like, oh man.
That was perfect.
Because
that whole scene where he comes out and just swat you away.
Yeah.
Swat you away.
When Thor did that, though, I'm like, there's no way he's dead. That was way too,
I didn't know
quick
what was
and
going
simple.
to happen.
And...
But it's Thor, mighty god of thunder.
He just
and I was like,
snaps his fingers, and I can tell you, out of all the people that disappeared, I was shocked with who disappeared. I wasn't expecting Black Panther or Spider-Man. I wasn't.
Okay, I kind of teared up a little bit with
Spider-Man's.
Everyone said that.
Yeah.
Every review I've ever said that Spider-Man's death.
It was. Well, the fact that he was
begging.
all like, he
was begging, and his voice is cracking, and
Tony.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting Star-Lord to go. Every Guardian except Rocket is gone.
Nebula.
Oh,
when
yeah,
Groot
she's a robot.
I heard a little kid start crying when Groot was...
Really?
Oh, who brings their kid to this movie before my come on, parents! Please, adult!
I mean, think about it. I wasn't expecting so many people at that point. Actually, no, I didn't expect Thanos to win. Period.
Yeah,
that's the thing that makes this movie so unique. And I watched a review online, and he's like, this guy was clapping, Disney, you did it. The villain won.
I know.
This is a landmark film.
I mean, it's not going to end, officially end.
I don't know.
But, in Avengers 4.
How, though? That's the question. What just happened?
Heck?
Don't tell me we got cut off.
No, it's still going.
Is it? What's this? Bang. But anyway,
no, it's still
I didn't expect him to win, and then when he went back, his gauntlet was all destroyed.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then he retired.
I mean, the Stones are probably...
He did exactly what I set out to do, and he accomplished it. How many movies do you see where the villain does that?
Yeah.
Never.
I
completely accomplished what he did, and then retires. And it's like, how are they gonna fix it? How? He's on some random planet. They're not gonna be able to find him.
Well, that's what I was trying to figure out, because it almost to me, it seemed like he was sitting on the same cliff in Wakanda that Black
No.
Panther took his
No, he wasn't
that
on
guy.
Earth.
No, I
No?
don't think that was
Not
on
on
Earth.
Earth.
I don't, yeah,
No,
I
because
don't
they
think
showed
that
like a
was on
strange moon and
Yeah.
like, something
Oh,
else
see,
in
I
the
missed that part,
sky.
but it looked
See,
like
that's
that
why I gotta
same
go see it
cliff
again.
where.
I ain't gotta see it twice.
That yeah, the whole ending, man.
Yep.
Unexpected.
No. That blew my mind.
Like literally,
It
almost
did.
like
It's
a lot of the
what?
big people are gone. War Machine's gone. What's his face? The other
Okay.
black guy.
Bucky's gone.
Bucky's gone.
Falcon's gone too?
Falcon's gone. Yeah, he disappeared first, and the War Machine guy was looking for him, and then he goes.
Oh, that's right.
Black Panther's
Yeah,
gone.
looking for him.
Fury's gone.
Well, we'll get to that part.
Yeah.
Wanda's gone. Scarlet Witch.
Did she disappear? I can't even remember who all
Yeah, because she
disappeared.
was she was holding Vision. and
Vision
then
got
she-
his head ripped.
Yeah,
or
pretty
he
much.
ripped out. He's
Vision,
dead.
I think he's staying dead too.
Yeah.
I think he's the third
That
guy.
was pretty brutal. Yeah, except I expected Vision to die. Just because,
Yeah,
like,
out of
Infinity
everybody,
Stones-
I
You can't
knew
live without
Vision was going
you can't
to.
really live.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they were trying to, but
Who else disappeared? There's Bucky. The people that are still there, I do know, are Bruce, Captain
all
America,
the originals.
Iron Man. Iron Man was the
Thor.
only one from that group and Titan that's alive other than Nebula.
Yeah, so they're stuck on some
Yeah.
on Titan.
Yeah,
How they getting
because
out of
Doctor
there?
Strange went. He's gone.
Yeah, that
I
was
wasn't
surprising
expecting
too.
that
I wasn't
one
expecting
either.
Doctor Strange. Oh well, Doctor Strange will help them go to the pad. There you go.
Yeah.
But he knows something that. no
Yeah,
one else
yeah,
knows.
yeah,
And Rocket's stuck on Earth.
yeah. Rocket's there. Black Widow's still there.
Then now we get to the question of how are they going to fix this?
It has something
It
to
has
do with
to
Ant-Man
be-
and Hawkeye. It has
Why?
to.
Why do you say that?
Well, because photos of Avengers 4 have Ant-Man.
So that doesn't mean that.
Yeah, but
They're
remember
crucial
that
to
one
the story.
picture has
Right, that doesn't
Ant-Man
mean he's
talking
in it.
with Captain America and Iron Man, but they look like they're from the first Avengers movie. Which makes me think there's some time travel
Well,
involved.
I bet Tony built a time machine.
Because Tony.
That's the only thing I foresee.
Oh, when do you
Is
think
him
we'll
building
get
the
the
time machine.
Avengers 4 title?
They said it's gonna be a while.
I mean, I could see because they want to give people time to watch Infinity War. If it's like an Infinity War spoiler.
But
pretty
then you got to
much.
think, okay, let's say they do build a time machine. What are they gonna do? It did say at the end of the credits, Thanos will return.
Yeah, I saw that.
So, how far back are they gonna go? Like
Are they going to go back to the attack on New York and face him there?
the first time,
Yeah.
he wasn't there.
He wasn't there, but he's the
At
one that
all.
sent the attack, and now they know that.
Yeah, but how are they gonna? How would they?
I don't know.
That's the question mark. How far back are they gonna go? What are they gonna do? I guess they could go back and destroy. Because they have that cube.
I was supposed to say they had the
way
Tesseract back.
way back.
Mhm.
So if they just maybe
But
start
how
going
would-
back to like when they first.
I don't know. We might be seeing replays of old movies. You know it. I don't know.
The
Just
whole
like
thing's
in
up in
the-
the
in
air.
Question
time
mark.
jumps.
I
and
mean,
everything.
do you think any?
It's possible they're gonna go do an alternate universe.
Do you think anything in Ant-Man or Captain Marvel will
Captain.
address any of it?
No.
You don't even think an after
No.
credit scene in Ant-Man?
No.
Because the after
I
credit
don't
scene
think
in this
so.
movie didn't really explain anything. It just shows. Well, okay, it kind of did.
It shows that Captain Marvel's coming to the rescue. So what's she gonna do? What does she have to do with anything?
See,
don't
I know absolutely nothing about Captain Marvel except that
Ms.
she's
Marvel, Carol Danvers. She's very powerful.
Well, her
Fair.
movie's origin movie, right?
It's at the 90s prequel.
Yeah. So we'll learn that then.
'Cause
That's this fall, right?
March.
Oh, March.
Yeah,
Wait,
we got a
when's
long way.
Avengers 4?
May.
Wait, March? Oh my goodness. Okay.
I know we got a year. We can find out what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Wait, so there's Ant-Man. And then we gotta wait till
Ant-Man.
March for
Yep.
the next Marvel
Yep.
movie? That is a long wait. Usually
Well,
don't
they
do
can't
that.
do too many movies
Yeah,
between,
yeah.
can they?
No.
What are they gonna do?
Hawkeye, the movie. Explain where he's
sitting
been.
there eating on the shooting them bow at nothing.
I do like that they
Maybe he
do, they
disappeared
do
too.
explain where they are, though.
Yeah.
That was nice.
It who knows where it's gonna end up?
I have no idea, really. Who's gonna come back? How are they gonna come back?
That's a lot of people's questions. Like, what's gonna happen?
Is it an
now?
alternate
Like,
universe thing? Is that how they're gonna get rid of all the original actors because their contract's up? They're just shunt them off into an alternate dimension, or have the new universe be in an alternate dimension? Happens in the comic books all the time.
I was listening to a review of this, and they said that normally they didn't like Thor. Like, they didn't even like any of the Thor movies, but for some reason, this movie, they thought they did Thor, like, fantastic in this movie. This person thought.
Well, like, for
No
me,
different
Thor,
than any of the
in
other
this
movies.
movie, like, it kind of combined the previous Thor movies, like, personality-wise. Like, this
Yeah.
one, like, he was much more serious.
Well, it's
But
all
also
he
it's
still
cool,
had,
all
like,
his people massacred.
well, yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
but, like, he still had a couple of, like, witty remarks and,
Yeah, like when Star was saying, I just had to kill my dad. I said, well, I just... You know.
Yeah, they were
I had to
trying
kill my sister.
one up on
and-
each other. That was pretty funny. So the recap of the previous movies in a very smart dialogue.
Yeah.
oh, I thought
Yeah.
Thor's conversation with Rocket,
Quite a weird pairing.
it was
That
a
is,
strange
but I liked
pair-
it.
Yeah.
Rabbit!
Right.
Rabbit.
Yeah, he kept calling him Rabbit.
Yeah, because that's what he said. Rabbit.
But just like
Groot
when
didn't
you
do much except he was
No,
a
he
handle
didn't.
to the. I guess that was important.
Yeah.
That was kind of neat. I
Yeah.
thought
I didn't really
But
care for Groot
it-
in this film.
he was a teenager.
He was a
That's
teenager.
why.
I am Groot. How dare you use that language?
You speak Groot?
Yeah, that was a little weird. I was like, really? That was just kind of a little like, you know, whatever. That
What?
Thor spoke Groot. I'm just kind of like, really?
It's a language.
I know, but like, okay, whatever.
Thor's. He said he's how old? 1,500 years old.
Yeah,
Is that the first time he said his age?
yeah. 1,500 years old and had killed
Killed
twice
a
as
lot of
many.
people. Yeah, that's right.
At least.
I am. Well, I mean, I am a little disappointed they didn't follow the comic, you know, but at the same time, Thanos is very different in this movie than he is in the comic.
I think
his
Thanos is one of the
motivations-
best characters in this movie.
Yeah, he's one of the best.
I don't
villains.
understand his chin though. Can somebody
That's
explain
just
that to me?
his race. That's just how he was
looks
born. In
funny.
fact, he was born a little different from the other people on his planet.
Mm.
People on his planet actually look. And that's another thing. I think they made an error that really bugs me.
Uh-oh.
When he goes to that Soulstone planet and Red Skull says Thanos son of, I think he said Thanos son of Eros. That's not right. Eros is his brother. Mentor is his dad. I'm thinking, how could you make a stupid error like that?
Huh.
Easiest thing in the world not to get wrong. Okay, you're writing the script out. Okay, who's his dad? I mean, look it up. What the heck?
I don't know.
I'm almost positive he said Eros, but
I'll
anyway,
have to rewatch it.
he was. Most people on Titan look human.
Alright.
I forget why. I think he was born wrong. Maybe purple and had
Well, the color didn't mind me. It was just the chin.
That was just how he was born. I don't know.
It was definitely a Thanos
But
movie.
yeah, that's what they said. He's very different in this.
I liked it.
And like,
I liked it.
I like it just as much. Even though they changed him a bit, it works for me. I don't mind it. I missed the whole death thing because in the comic book he's in love with death. That's why he killed.
But
off
he still
Death
had
on
a
the planet.
good-
But
a
she told him
decent-
that she asked him to do it.
Huh.
They
It
still
wasn't
gave
his
him.
idea.
They still gave him a decent like reasoning behind it.
Yeah. They still gave him the basic premise. The funny thing is in the comic book, him snapping his fingers and killing off half of the. That's the beginning of the story.
Oh,
And really know it.
and this was the end.
Because they have no idea what's going on. Here, all these people are disappearing. And here, like, what's going on?
I think what was it Justin that said, or it might have been you, that said they knew something was gonna happen with a snap of his finger because everybody in the movie, like, there's a lot of people referencing that he can just, you know, destroy with
That's
the
what
snap of his
happens
finger.
in the comic.
And I'm like, well, they keep saying it,
Should've
so
got
is he
my
actually gonna
head.
do it, or?
I didn't think. Seriously, I didn't think they could actually do it.
That
They
that
had
whole
the
last
ball.
I
part
didn't
was
actually
intense.
catch that part.
Where he snaps his finger.
Well, no, like I got that, but like when people would reference that, like he.
Yeah,
Like,
I think it was
I
referenced
missed-
twice.
Doctor Strange referenced it.
And Gamora
Yeah.
said it.
I thought there was one other reference.
But like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I thought it was more just like a play on words, like it would happen.
No,
quickly,
it's
or,
legitimately.
See, like I missed.
Because I thought
didn't think
Thanos
was
said
a
it
literal.
once. I thought
Did
he
he?
mentioned once
Oh,
that
you
he
know
could
what?
snap
He
his
might
finger.
He might have
Mm.
said it at the beginning.
I thought I remember him saying it, but Anything else? Well, I guess we didn't really talk about the end besides the Captain Marvel part, but
I
mean,
knew it as soon as I saw Nick Fury. I knew it was going to somehow connect.
The whole theater laughed though when he started saying "mother."
That was tense too. Seeing the helicopter form. I was just.
That was a pretty cool after scene.
My hands were sweating that whole movie. I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on?
Morgan or in the Ray Home.
Oh my gosh.
It was like Marvel's version of the Rapture.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah,
it is very
I
much.
was like, one person goes, but the other person stays. I'm like, yeah, this Marvel's version of like Jesus' second coming.
She goes to the car and there's no one there, and then this helicopter crash, and it's like, what is happening?
It's a scary thing.
I wasn't expecting them both to go though.
No.
Like, I thought one of them was gonna stay, but I mean, they both went. So.
No.
Where's Coulson? Sorry.
He's an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Those guys are dealing with their own.
No, he'll be in Captain Marvel.
Younger version.
Yeah.
Oh, I sat there and I was thinking just, oh my gosh, what did I just watch?
Although,
you weren't the only one who had sweaty palms though. Like, I went to go grab Sean.
It was hot in there though.
Yeah, Sean Swears. I mean, I'm so used to going like Tuesday nights because you know the $5 deals. Like, there's nobody there. Like, the whole thing was packed, and I reach over, I'm just like,
They got you all one though during the credits though. Because, you know, they're going through, like, all the names and stuff, and then it fades. And then the rest of the credits pop up. Everybody was, like, so ready for a scene.
Oh,
and then the rest of the credits pop up.
What are they going to show? What can they show?
I mean, I couldn't remember. Like, I don't ever remember reading if there was one or two.
I didn't either. I kept asking Jason if he knew. And the guy in front of me, he had a Thanos shirt. I don't know where he got it. I've never seen a Thanos shirt. Huh. At the end of the movie, he's like, I'm wearing a Thanos shirt. I should probably feel bad. Something like that.
Yeah, jerk.
And for those of you listening, I just want to say, if you get up during a Marvel movie at the credits and leave, what's wrong with you? You should know better by now.
Not too many people did this one.
There was a decent amount of people did, yeah.
But this one, I didn't see too many people get up. But before the movie was starting, Jason was talking to me. He was reading reviews, and he said, somebody said in the theater they were at, when the credits rolled, people just sat there in silence.
Really?
Like stunned by, you know.
I could see that.
Well, yeah. When he snapped his fingers, I don't know what.
Well,
I thought, no, because then it went into this weird thing.
I was going to say, because it like happened all at, really quickly.
On?
It was like you should aim for the head, and you heard a snap, and then
I thought Doctor Strange sabotaged something with Time Gem, so that when he snapped his fingers, it didn't work.
Okay.
Which is why when he went to that weird place.
Yeah, and then Thor was
just like, what did you do? When it came back, his gauntlet was all messed up. I thought, oh, Doctor Strange sabotaged the gem and destroyed it all.
Who was the first person you see go? Yeah. You're right.
Bucky was, all of a sudden, Bucky starts to fade away. I'm like, oh my God.
As soon as I saw Bucky going, I'm just like, maybe he's just like really, really old, and that's how I feel about. Well, because he made the comment about like
he's 100.
How he was like in pretty good shape, or like
him and Cap,
good enough shape for me to like over 100.
And then after him was,
I don't know. I was starting to think, oh my, what happened?
I think they hit all of those people there first. So it was like Wanda and the two black guys. I can't remember their name. War Machine and Falcon.
The two black.
Well, I mean,
I can't remember their name.
Yeah, the hardest part of that part was when it cut to with Iron Man, with Spider-Man and Doctor Strange and Star-Lord.
Yeah, theirs was a big.
Yeah, Star-Lord. I was kind of.
Star-Lord, I think, didn't he was just kind of like, oh come on, and then he just goes. Or he was like, really? He was
his
like.
His face was like.
Well, yeah, but his comment was more like
I forget
like
what he
seriously
said.
Or something like really. But
I mean, oh gosh.
How
is the beginning of 4? The beginning of 4 is going to be rough.
Yeah.
These people are going to deal with what just happened.
I can't remember though, because
I bet they will do a recap on the ending.
They don't usually do that.
No, not really.
I don't think they do.
Captain America said something at the end though.
He said, "Oh God."
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
I couldn't.
He realized that they lost. For the first time, they lost.
Yeah.
Legitimately
lost.
I think that's what makes it so memorable to me.
Yeah, it's
and that's what that one guy was saying on that review.
By the way.
No.
It's not what you expect from a Marvel movie. It's
From
like
from
the
any
ending.
movie.
Yeah.
I know it's a red herring, but it's a red herring as in how do they reverse this? How?
Yeah, because there's this one guy that I follow that he's like so sick of the Marvel formula, and I'm curious to get his thoughts on this movie. He says like all the Marvel movies like end up the same, like story format and how they are.
Well, that's
and
what
whatnot. And I'm curious to get his opinion on this one because he says that, but he still goes to watch all of them. But I'm curious to get his opinion on this because it's just not what you expect. Not what you expect. To be fair, I wasn't sure what to expect going into it. I really wasn't.
I had my it's gonna. He's not gonna.
I had
get
that
all
thought.
the gems and then. Well, I originally thought he'd get all the gems and to be continued. That's what originally.
No, okay.
But then they said there's no cliffhanger. Well, okay. Well, how the heck does this end?
There was a cliffhanger. What are you talking about?
Well, not like I said, not in the normal sense.
Not in the normal sense, but
story,
it's definitely
the story's ended. That story in that movie ended. Thanos collected all the stones. He killed everyone. You could end it right there.
Yeah.
And never have another movie. It's not like Lord of the Rings where the ring is still not in Mount Doom and Star Wars. This is like Empire Strikes Back ending.
Yeah.
Like, this is big. It's next movie is these people dealing with their loss.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. It's a cliffhanger in that sense, and how are they going to reverse it?
Well, we'll find
that is
out.
the biggest question of all time. All right,
so
we're done.
Any last thoughts?
I can't wait a year.
What would you give it?
I just told you, it's one of the best things I've ever seen.
Okay.
It was really good.
This is like tying with number one.
Sorry. I'm on this. You said something about the Thanos shirt, and it reminded me of this website that I go to called popuptee.com, and you can look up. It's a T-shirt where it looks like Mr. Clean, but it's a cross of.
All right, but is it?
Crazy.
We got to end this. I told you guys we can always go for almost an hour. All right, so this was our little discussion of Marvel Infinity War
and amazingness.
Yep. So thank you all for tuning in, and we hope you enjoyed this. We hope you enjoyed the movie.
Poor guy. How did you survive on that planet?
Who knows? Maybe we'll come back and maybe we'll talk about more movies we've seen. Maybe Ant-Man, or Morgan and I could talk about Incredibles when we see
talk
that,
about
or Jurassic
4.
or whatever.
Avengers 4. Untitled.
So until next time, everybody.
Avengers.
Yes. Thank you all for tuning in, and until next time, sayonara.
Adios.
Ciao, ciao.